IT, that massive lag end of the market, will start contributing. And because of its weightage, of course, you're bound to see higher levels for the Nifty. Not bad at all, closing in on that 24,150 level for the Nifty 50 right now. Good going for the Nifty Bank as well. Sensex holding up at that 77,400 level in trade. Let's start off with IT because that's where you would, want to take your first glance. Nifty IT is indeed the biggest contributor in terms of an index participation in the market today. 3.5% higher for Nifty IT alone, as opposed to metals, which comes a close second, but that's sub 1% off again. And realty, pharma, and healthcare are the laggards this morning. Shouldn't say laggards, but yes, non-performer, so to speak, in this market. Let's start off with TCS first, because maybe TCS is the one which is going to instill confidence in the rest of the IT pack too. 3.5% of a gap up coming in on TCS. 2,120 is where that stock is currently in trade. Other than that, of course, let's check in on Infosys, Emphasis, and the likes, and what they're also up to in trade, and whether you're seeing TCS's cheer rub off on the rest of the pack. Surely enough, 3.5% higher for Infosys. Emphasis higher by 3.5%. Coforge up 3%. Persistent will just come up here on your screens. And then, of course, KPIT 3% higher for Persistent. TechM also higher, 3%. KPIT up nearly 2% as we speak right now. So pretty much across the board, you are seeing some solid gains for IT. That said, let's see what the banking pack as well is up to. ICICI Bank as well as HDFC Bank. Let's check in on those names. Kotak held out quite well yesterday, 2% of a rebound. Eternal Swiggy is where you're seeing meaningful moves off late. Eternal held out by about 2% yesterday. Today it's quieting down around the 290 odd level. But Swiggy is the one which has been really on a tear. And today it seems like it's taking a bit of a breather. Absolutely flat on Swiggy as we speak right now. What about the Nuvama, MCX, BSE? These are also very actively traded off late. Look out for these names. And then, of course, Premier Energies, Apollo Micro, the two stocks which are the newsmakers this morning. Look out for what those names as well do. There's Anand Rathi as well, wherein the AUM has crossed about 1 lakh crore rupees, an uptick of about 14% on a sequential basis. Margin expansion of 20 basis points. Look out for what that stock as well does. There's also Muthoot Micro, wherein the AUM has seen an uptick of 18%, disbursements have risen 49%, and collection efficiency as well has improved for them. So looking good all throughout. There's also Concor and Gale. They've signed a 15-year pact to set up an LNG station in Ahmedabad. Dixon, they signed a JV agreement with Vivo finally. It's got that approval. Dixon should come up here on your screens. And more importantly, these are very actively traded stocks of late. I also want to look at the laggard end of the market. Yesterday turned out to be quite consolidation for some of the defense names, and DRL, of course, news specific as it may be, fell about 7%. Today's casualty perhaps could be a Torrent Pharma, considering its recall now select Semalix injection pen batches following Dr. Reddy's product recall notification as of yesterday. DRL falls another near about 3% in trade, and Torrent Pharma will just come up here on your screens next. That stock is, well, lower by 1.25% as we speak right now. But let's bring up the Nifty IT pack, because that's where all the big meaningful movers are this morning. And Nifty IT clearly is the one which is the big mover this morning. That index alone is contributing over 3% of a move this morning.
Yeah, it's all about IT this morning. Some movers though. Lux Industries is up 8.5% odd. Muthoot Microfinance, strong numbers, 8.5% higher on that one. Blue Jet completing its QIP, 5.5% higher on that one. Dixon, on the back of the confirmation, a large part of those gains from the Vivo JV already built into the stock price, very evident, just 2.5% higher on Dixon on that material announcement coming through. HFCL is the other one. A large order win, 500 crore export order, and therefore that stock is perked up 2.25 as we speak. So broadly, that's the tilt of the market, at least in terms of the gainers. In fact, the breadth also looking extremely bullish, and that's the other thing which is really standing out in today's day of trade. You're seeing 420 advances to just about 80 declines. So 5:1 on the Nifty 500 market breadth, which is the other piece which is really standing out in the day of trade today. But of course, story is going to be all about IT. And you can see the top 5 gainers on the Nifty index being all IT. Wipro, Infy, HCL Tech, Tech Mahindra, TCS.